7. We have 7 connections right here. You saw my picture, you saw my video, you saw my blog that talked about a rant I had today, you saw my party photo, you saw my church photo, and you heard some random thoughts I had today on Twitter. Did you get 7 connections from me if you went to my network today? Yeah. Did you instantly know who Joey Smith was? Yeah, now, here's the thing. Y'all all heard know, like, you, trust you? Have y'all heard that little formula? Know you, like, you, trust you? First, in order for somebody to execute and do business with you, they have to know you first. Is somebody going to know you through this network? They're going to learn who you are and know you? Now, can they like you through this network? Can they decide they either like you or hate your guts? Okay, and if they hate your guts, what do you do with them? Kick them to the curb. Okay, don't try to do business with somebody who hates you. Do not. I've done it before, and it's not pretty. All right? Are they going to trust you if they learn everything about you here? That it takes them 7 times to figure out who you are and to learn to trust you. That equals, I need green. This equals the money, but here's the cool thing is, no matter where you go, whether you work for IBM, whether you work for yourself, whether you're working in a painting business right now and tomorrow you're a lawyer, this network goes with you everywhere. It's recession-proof. There is no recession for your network. Okay? Because this network is your network. Once you connect it all up, it's yours. Nobody can take it away from you. Now, MySpace could disappear, right? MySpace could go out of business, true or false? Okay. So should you have everything, all of your eggs in one basket? No, you should have your eggs. Can Twitter disappear? Twitter tanked as soon as Oprah got on it. But what if all of your stuff was done on Twitter? I know people who just do Twitter, right? You should not just be on Twitter. You should not just be on Facebook or any of these places. The whole network is everything. Now, the thing that has more stability than anything is your personal blog. Especially if it's not on WordPress.org, if it's not on Blogspot, don't put it on somebody else. Put it on your own domain, on your own hosting account, on your own server. Because if everything else just disappears, you want your own home to own your own property, right? Can you own Facebook or MySpace? Can you own your own blog? Yes, you can. So you want to buy your own property. We don't buy our business. Well, some people do. But you want to buy your house, which is your blog. So that's kind of the most important piece because you need a place to live. All right? So this is the network. This is my time for tonight to talk about this network. If you want to, all you need to do is go to twitter.com, sign up for a Twitter account. Go to facebook.com, sign up for Facebook. Go to each one of these. Now there's at least 200 more social media sites. At least 200 more. Oh, I did forget. Somebody said Dig. Who said Dig? Has anybody ever heard of Technorati, Dig, Stumble Upon, all those? Yeah. Those are social networking sites, but does anybody know what they do? If we're following the analogy here, what's a dig? It's a recommendation. I actually call these drive-bys. The drive-bys. So you got these drive-bys, like, driving by, right? So dig is a drive-by. Stumble Upon is a drive-by. All right? And what they do is they kind of, now I say they. Can you own your own dig account? Can you have your own dig account?
You can have one.
Yeah, can you have your own Stumble Upon account? Can you have any social bookmarking sites out there in your own name? Can you dig your own stuff? Can you drive by your own house? Yes. So you can dig your own stuff and let other people know and recommend your own stuff with Dig and Stumble Upon and Technorati and Delicious and all these things. The reason why you do this is because Google right now loves social media. Can anybody guess why Google would love social media right now? Take a guess. The cheaters over here said because it's real. Is this real? If I'm talking about how I hate my haircut, is this real? Or say the haircut salon had their own page that they got optimized for the search engine and got #1 to Google because they made it #1. Is that real? It is not real. The haircut salon manufactured that. Does Google care about manufactured solutions, or do they want real solutions? They want real. Why? Because Google don't care about us, the merchants. Google doesn't care about the people who spend billions of dollars on ads. I'm going to go right out and tell you that Google doesn't care about your money. Do you know why? Because if the person stopped searching on their site because everything was gamed, do you think Google would have a business? Google would not have a business. So Google cares about the searcher first and foremost, not the gamer. We as marketers can become gamers, right? Because we know that we want to get our stuff to the top. But the more real we appear, Google will put you in the #1 spots. And I hate to say it, in the future with the new what they call influence ranking, not page ranking, but influence ranking, Google will devalue your blog if you have no comments on it. Why? Because there's no influence there. If nobody's talking about your stuff, they will devalue it. If there's nobody, okay, linking, people want to see links in Google, that's called authority ranking or page ranking.
I've heard people from Google, they have never mentioned anything like that.
Of course.
I know. They say that's not true.
Of course they say that's not true.
I don't agree with you on that point.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll disagree to disagree.
Okay, that's cool. Disagree to agree. But I know that a blog I have with comments on it will outrank, with everything staying the same, a blog with no comments on it. It'll outrank it. So whether Google agrees on it or not, maybe there's some other elements in there, but the same blog entry.
It's the links. There's more links with the comments.
Yes. More trust.
It's all about the links.
Okay, they're saying it's all about the links. Google cares about the social media network. Okay, and let me give you another, for instance, besides the links. I had a branding site, or a site that had the same content on it and turned it into a blog, and the ranking increased with the same no-follow tags, the same linking structure, except it was a blog. It bumped up in the search engine rankings 5 rankings and has stayed there solid, whereas it was like in the 12th position as a static page. So whether Google wants to comment on that, whether they're testing it or that it's a blog or not, I've tested a blog versus a static page that had the same exact linking structure, the same exact pages. So Google certainly, does Google want you to figure out their algorithm? If you figured out their algorithm, if you figured out their structure, we can game it right now, but if we figure it out, would they lose money or gain money? They lose money. That's why they reshift that algorithm all the time. And the trend, Google does care about real conversation, real people, okay? That's the future. So get your accounts connected. If you have any questions, everybody's got my cards. If you want to talk with me on the phone, fill out your form to talk with me on the phone for 30 minutes about your network. Okay? If you want to talk about your network and how to structure it and how to get everything set up, because I know it can be confusing to get all this stuff set up, then just fill out the form and make sure that you give that to Julie.